dear friends, and welcome to Iris Kitchen. Today's recipe is going to be a warm and crunchy snack. As we're stepping into rainy season, we want something crunchy. So we thought we'll share with you all paper or avlaki or poha mixture. Let's look at the ingredients for this delicious crispy mixture. You require groundnut around 1 cup, roasted Bengal gram around half a cup, mirchi or green chili around 10 to 15, dry coconut chips around half a cup, turmeric powder 1 teaspoon, hing or asafoetida 1 teaspoon, curry leaves a handful, raisins 2 tablespoons or more as you like, garlic around 1 whole bulb, poha or avlaki or flattened rice 500 grams, which is half a kg. First of all, let's look into the method. You have to slit the green chilies into 2 and you have to crush the garlic so it releases its natural oil. In a heavy bottomed vessel, add in the oil, and this has to be done in a very high flame at the beginning. Once the oil is hot, drop in your groundnut and immediately lower your flame to a low flame. Always remember to roast the groundnut in the low flame so that you're going to add in more ingredients so it does not get burned. Once the groundnut turns light brown, add in the crushed garlic and stir it. So we want the garlicky smell to be released, so roast it in a very low flame. Once that is done, add in the split green chilies, give it a toss and roast again so that all the 3 ingredients are going to be amalgamated with the chili spice. Once it is roasted, you're going to add in your curry leaf. Now curry leaf has to be roasted until it becomes crispy or turns very crunchy, and that's when you get the taste of the curry leaf thing. At this point, you're going to get this top-bot mixture smell, and this is what we want. Roast it until the curry leaf becomes crunchy, a bit crunchy, but make sure the groundnut does not turn too black. Now once it is all done, add in 1 teaspoon of salt, or if you prefer more salt, go ahead and add according to your taste. Give it a nice mix so that the chili is also coated, chili and garlic is coated with the salt. Go ahead finally and add in your chopped dry coconut chips. Give it a toss and slowly stir it at very low flame again so that the dry coconut chips are going to turn brown in color. Once that is done, add in your raisins. You can increase the quantity or amount of raisins. If you're a sweet person or you want this mixture to be on a sweet side, you can increase the quantity of your dry raisins. I have, however, opted for 2 tablespoons as I like mine to be very spicy. Now add in the roasted Bengal gram. You're adding the roasted Bengal gram in the frying ingredients the almost last because you don't want it to be very burnt as it turns brown very fast. So in a very low flame, you're going to toss it until it becomes heated up little. Now we're going to add in your 1 teaspoon of your turmeric powder. You can increase if you want it to be more yellowish. Then 3 squeeze of your asafoetida or half teaspoon of your hing or asafoetida. Once that is done, give it a nice mix. Now add in your avlaki little by little. First, it is advisable to add in half so that you are not spilling the avlaki around. Once the flattened paper rice avlaki is added, slowly give it a mix or so that the groundnut mixture which is roasted from bottom comes top. Sometimes it might be very hard to mix in, so it's advisable to mix slowly. What I have done, I've taken it into a separate vessel. I've added the mixture contents into it, and I'm mixing it outside the flame so that it's evenly mixed with the turmeric and everything. So you go ahead and nicely mix it because I was not able to do it on the stove, as I wanted every single paper avlaki to turn yellow and evenly coated. But mind you, you still have to fry it, otherwise the paper avalaki is still going to be soggy. Once you mix thoroughly outside the vessel, you're going to put on the flame and again you're going to roast it until you listen to this clingy and crunchy sound. Otherwise, you cannot call it a mixture. It has to be crispy, you know. Once you mix it very well under low flame, it turns to be very crunchy. You put it into a dry container and you can store once it is cold. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for much more recipes, healthy recipes on the way. If you like the work, do not forget to click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. Like, share and comment and see you next time. Remember, eating healthy is your first step to healthy living.